everyone, welcome back to the channel and today's very exciting SEZANE haul, Parisian style lookbook for spring 2021. It's my birthday today, so I have spoiled myself rotten and I only feel a tiny bit guilty. So I'm really excited to share everything I chose from their new collection. And as I try everything on, I'm going to show you 2, possibly 3 different ways to wear each piece. So there's lots of outfit ideas. If you like this video, I would be very grateful for any spare thumbs up you might have going. And if you're not already, it would be great if you'd like to cite. Let's do it. So first up in this SEZANE haul, I went for this beautiful pair of trousers. Now I believe these are called the Menu trousers and the style is very much like a chino, but I would say slightly heavier than the other pairs I've got. I don't know if you saw recently that I got some. Hold on, I'll grab them. So I got this pair of chinos recently from COS and that's a much lighter weight cotton than this pair I got from SEZANE. But the added difference you've got with the SEZANE pair is this pinch pleat you've got here just coming off the waistband, and that's creating a really nice shape down the legs. So first of all, I wanted to show you how I would style this pair of trousers when the sun is shining and I'm feeling all lovely and warm. Ideally with a tan, but in these looks a bit of dodgy fake tan will have to do. I just put it on this morning and I've made a complete mess around my ankles, so just don't look at that. So in this second look, I've just smartened the outfit a little bit with another beautiful blouse I got from SEZANE. That's this one, which has got that lovely lace detailing around the collar. Obviously you could go for a smart pair of shoes if you wanted to, but I actually do quite like this for sandals. It just feels really summery, and if you can get away with wearing sandals in the office, I think it's a really nice look. If however you can't get away with sandals, hopefully this next look will give you a bit more inspiration. Those heels that I'm wearing are actually from last summer at SEZANE, and although they haven't got those exact ones in stock at the moment, they've got a version of them. So I'm really happy with them. As you can see, label's off already. I think I whipped that label off before I even tried them on. I love them. Next up in this Parisian style SEZANE haul is this blazer. I've had my eye on this blazer for a very long time, but it took me to get to my birthday to think, okay Jessica, treat yourself. So stating the obvious, it's in camel, so it's one of my favorite tones. The fit is more slimline than I've been wearing recently, but I quite like it actually. And particularly this season where it's very on trend to wear quite loose fitting bottoms, so boyfriend jeans or those loose tailored trousers. I think it's nice to have a slightly more fitted blazer on the top half to contrast with that. So styling wise, first of all, I've gone for a smart, casual, kind of office wear look, I suppose. I've put my beautiful Parisian style handbag with this look, and then I've matched in that black tone with my sling bags. So the overall look is pretty smart, hopefully something you could get away with for the office. And then in this second look, I went a little bit more casual, pairing it with those chinos I just showed you that I got from COS. I do like those 2 tones together. And underneath the blazer, I'm just wearing a classic white tee. I think that one I got from Arket, that was it, £15 from Arket. So it took me a while to get round to treating myself to one of their blazers, but I'm glad I got there eventually. Now the other week you might have seen me having a good old chit chat about mini dresses. I was sharing all my favourite ones I'd found recently and commenting that I very rarely wear them. But it did get me thinking maybe I should try again with a mini dress and see if I can find one that suits me. So I spotted this beautiful and quite unusual one in SEZANE's new collection, so I thought I'd give it a try. So at first look, it's a shirt dress. Classic collar around here, buttons down the front, and long sleeves. I probably wouldn't ever wear the sleeves down. I would always tend to roll those up a bit, make it feel a bit more relaxed. But the nice point of difference with this one is you've got this wrap section that comes over to this side and ties in a knot at your hip. Then on a bit of a whim, I decided to try the camel blazer with the dress, just to see if it would work. And I actually really like the 2 of them together. It elevates the dress and polishes it into something you could easily wear to the office. And obviously you could switch out the flats that I chose to pair it with, maybe for a little bit of a kitten heel if you want a bit of extra height. So I'm pleasantly surprised with that mini dress. I haven't taken the label off just yet, so I'm still debating it, but I think it might be a first in my capsule wardrobe. Next up, I went with a classic from SEZANE, which is the tomboy shirt. Now I believe this is available in lots of different colours and possibly a print too. Now I had tried the tomboy shirt before, and in actual fact I ended up sanding it back because it felt a little bit tight. So So this time I went for it in a 40, whereas I would normally go for a 38, and the fit is much, much nicer. Definitely the kind of thing I wanted. I have a memory like a sieve, so I have to check my phone what I styled it with. So first up, I styled it with a pair of high-waisted, wide-leg trousers that are called the Arthur pants. Now, I'm not sure by the time this video goes out if they will have any in stock, but do keep checking on SEZANE's website because they are a classic, a bit like the tomboy shirt, that they tend to bring out each season in a different color or using a different fabric. The fit is beautiful, I love them. I've just got them out of storage, so it's exciting to be styling them again. I really love the blue tone against that deep, luscious camel. I think that really works nicely together. And as an overall outfit for this lookbook, I think it is dressed down, but in a really smart fashion. It feels tailored and polished and elegant all at the same time. For the second way I would style this shirt, I've just gone for that classic blue on blue tonal look. You can have a play with what you wear on your feet, and that will enable you to dress it up or dress it down depending on what you're doing. But this is probably a really true indication of how I would wear it on a weekly basis, and finished off nicely with the LOOKBOOK, my Parisian style tote. So I think I finally cracked it with the tomboy shirt. You need to size up. So this video is going out on 7th of March, which is my birthday, and that also means that on the 8th of March, restrictions are lifting very, very slightly in the UK. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean hairdressers just yet. We've got to wait until I think it's the 11th or 12th of April, which is just awful because my roots look shocking. My hair looks terrible, I know, so apologies for that. Does anyone remember Sun-In from the 90s? It was like that awful spray that everyone said you shouldn't use, but we all kind of did. It gets rid of your dark roots basically, but it is rubbish for your hair. I am definitely not recommending it. However, I have used it. So yes, although I have been using it, do be careful with that because it really dries your hair out. And no doubt I will be moaning in a couple of months' time that my hair's in rubbish condition because of it. Anyway, on to another piece, and a beautiful piece at that. So this is the same shape jumper as this one in the Breton stripe that I bought recently. But this one is obviously done in the dark coffee tone, I think they call it. I think the color is absolutely beautiful. It's made from organic cotton, so it feels really lovely against my skin. I did actually size up to a medium in both of these actually, whereas I would normally take a small in SEZANE's knitwear. Reason being, I wanted it a little bit more slouchy than usual, which I think it's doing. I've had those jeans a while actually. They're definitely a great everyday pair of jeans. Feeling a little bit spring summery again, I went with my little sandals on my feet. They've just got a bit of a kitten heel, so it felt nice to get a little bit of extra height. And tying in that black tone again with my Plain Paris handbag. Then giving you another way to wear the Manu trousers, I paired it with the jumper, and I love those two together. Obviously the tones really work, but I think dressing it down with those sandals gives it a kind of bohemian Parisian vibe, which I really love. Actually, those sandals are really worth a mention. Let me just pop that on there so I can show you. So these kindly came from a brand called Espadrilles. So I went for these in the gold. I'm really sorry, I can't remember the actual style name, but I shall put a link in the description box below. But I went for gold, one because I tend to wear a lot of gold jewelry. I also think gold goes really nicely against brown, and then obviously white as well. And the other style I went for is these slightly gladiator style shape. So as you can see, really beautiful quality. I think they're all made by artisans in Italy, so you know you're getting your money's worth from that. And on top of all of that, I do love a nice strappy sandal for summer, so I'm going to enjoy styling those. And then as a bit of a bonus look on the brown jumper, I just wanted to try out what it would look like with my long, lightweight trench coat that I got recently from another Parisian style brand, Le Redoute. The khaki tones obviously don't match perfectly, but I actually really like them together, and I think the floatiness of that coat really contrasts nicely against the slightly stiffer fabric of the cotton jumper and the trousers. Last but not least, in the SEZANE haul and lookbook, I decided to try out one of their belts. So I spent a long time measuring my waist, wondering whether I go for the 70, the 80 or the 90, and forgot to consider how wide the actual belt was and would it fit through the belt hooks of most of my pairs of trousers. Sadly, the answer is no, it doesn't. It's way too wide. This sort of belt is perfect maybe when you're wearing a dress and you really want to cinch it in, so you add it right on the waist and have it there. I was looking for something that I could wear with lots of these loose fitting pairs of trousers when I want to wear them quite high-waisted and I need to cinch them in. So sadly, for that reason, I will be sending it back. So that's it, my SEZANE haul and lookbook for spring 2021 is complete. I'm really happy with that rail. I think I've got some beautiful Parisian style pieces in there that I know I will end up wearing so many times in my capsule wardrobe. In real time, I shall be going off and eating some birthday cake. Not too much because I want to get into that mini dress, but I really hope you've enjoyed this video. It's given you lots of outfit ideas and inspiration. And if you're not already subscribed, hopefully it's given you a bit of insight into what I do on my channel on YouTube. Thank you again for watching, and hopefully you'll join me back here, same time, same day next week for lots more outfit ideas and inspiration. See you then, take care. SEZANE haul, Parisian style for spring 2020. Oh, it's not 2020. I've got muscles. I've got weights there if you want to use them. They're a bit light. You may as well have a tin of beans.